Alright, hello everyone, this is Stevenson here, and I guess welcome back to another video, and I'm kind of just starting on the title screen of this. As you can see, it's different than it was before, different than the base DDLC starting screen. Instead it's this, and then also you can kind of see right here, it looks like Monica in casual clothing, striking the pose that she normally strikes on the title screen, which is kind of cool. So it's like initially starts off seeing them in their school uniform, and then it's like, oh, you get to see them in a totally different getup. But alright, anyways, I guess welcome back, and we're gonna go ahead and continue where we left off, pretty much. So let's go ahead and do this. Man, the menu is like so different and everything. Let me, hold on. Save, load, history, main. Just trying to get used to this menu, because it's just so weird. But alright, okay, I guess let's go ahead and continue where we left off. I don't remember setting an alarm. Oh, someone's calling me. Also, it's already 10 in the morning. Rise and shine, young man, rise and shine. You just woke up, didn't you? No. I've been up since 6 and just finished with... Listen, I don't have time for jokes now. Could you please buy the things I said yesterday? The shop closes before I finish work. Can I do it in the afternoon? Just sort it out now and you'll have the rest of the day to yourself, okay? Or for yourself, okay? Yeah, you're right. Be safe, sweetheart. Bye. Bye, Mom. Really not in the mood to go shopping, although I'm awake enough that I can't go back to sleep either. I mean, yeah, waking up at 10, yeah, I would say that's enough sleep. I head down to the kitchen to refuel my tank. Sweet. Gotta refuel. I found a brand new box of my favorite cereal in the cupboard. It goes in a bowl, milk on top, strictly in that order. Filled up with the essentials, sugar and liquid, I get dressed and leave the house. Yeah, that's not like that thing. It's cereal, it's just sugar in it normally. As I'm approaching the bus stop, I see somebody sitting there, literally looking down. Gosh, I don't remember seeing cereal like this before. Maybe a joke would bring a smile to her face. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? Steve boy, hey. Her expression changes as abruptly as the face of a digital clock. Sorry, I was just spacing out. You sure you're okay, Savory? Yep, I'm going to the park to meet my friends. It's going to be so much fun. I'm probably just overthinking things. Wait, are those friends the girls she talked about with Monica? And all girls say, right, or right. I didn't think of it that way. I'm sure the other girls wouldn't mind if a boy joined us. So what about you, Steve boy? I'm mildly shocked by her confusing question. Is she suggesting that I should join? Am I just overthinking this like a lot of things that are exactly as they seem? Whatever, I'll just assume the option I'd take like to be true. Here goes nothing. So you'd be fine with me joining? What? You want to meet them? Well, if you say it's so much fun, then it's still worth a shot. Yeah. I didn't even have to tell you about the cupcakes. What do you mean? Our bus arrives as I say that. She hops on first with a burst of joyful energy. On the way there, I figured that if the meeting's going to be boring, i.e., I don't know, the girls aren't interested in me. I don't know what that means. I had to probably look that up because I honestly don't know what that i.e. means. But I could just excuse myself anytime because I still have an errand for my mom. Or for Mom. There aren't a lot of people in the park. Some are walking their dogs. Others are walking with a friend or a partner. Finally, we take a turn at some trees and see 3 girls. I recognize one of them is Monica. Sarah runs up to one of the other 2 girls who are facing away from us. Natsuki, get off me, you monkey. The other 2 girls giggle at Sarah's hug attack. Monica smiles at me sincerely. The taller, dark-haired girl notices this and turns around to look at me. Her eyes meet as she keeps her gaze on me. Then suddenly turns to Sayori. Hey Sayori, I'm glad to see you in such good spirits. I missed you girls. Today is going to be awesome. Natsuki? Yeah. Do you still have some cupcakes? Well, if you came earlier. I just wanted to see your reaction. We put 2 on the side for you. You're the best, Natsuki. You know it. As she says this, I cautiously approach the group. Hey everyone. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce you. Girls, this is Steve Boy. Steve Boy, this is Natsuki. She makes the best cupcakes ever. She eyes me. She eyes me with a furrowed brows before speaking. I thought that was a mistypo, but I guess it fits well. Yeah, and you better not have come here just for a free sample. Natsuki seems very certain that it was the food that brought me here. I was hoping for something sweet, but not necessarily edible. I didn't even know about them. Huh? Good. Sayori shuffles over to the other girl with a cheerful haste. This fine lady here is Yuri. She's really smart too. Sayori pats her on the shoulders lightly, as if to emphasize her qualities. At this point, I don't even know if she's trying to make us laugh or just feel awkward. Sarah, I told you don't. She finishes her sentence under her breath, so I can't make out what she's saying. It's nice to meet all of you. It's nice to meet you too. Glad to see you again, Steve Boy. A wavering smile forms on her face as she lowers her voice at the end of her sentence. Wait, what? Huh, alright, well. Probably how she said it. So, if not for the cupcakes, which are amazing, why'd you come here? She's really putting me on the spot here. If she wasn't so cute, I'd feel intimidated. Well, Sarah seemed excited meeting all of you, so I assumed you're a cool bunch. It's nice to meet cool people. At this rate, I might leave out of embarrassment before they make up their minds about me. It's nice, Steve Boy. You might be the first one to think of our club as cool. Your club. Yeah, this is kind of a friendly meetup of our members. You didn't know that? I tried to invite you during the school year. You weren't interested, so I didn't bother you with it after that. You didn't mention. All the girls look at me quizzically. I didn't know this club had such incredibly cute girls. The four girls are still looking at me. I pause to rethink what to say. Looking around my eyes, stop on Natsuki. What? I mean, I never imagined literature could be so much fun. I always thought of it as something serious. I get where you're coming from. It was difficult to grab other students' attention during last year's festival. However, there are plenty of things we do in the club. We discuss things, we read our own writing, and have group activities. Yuri likes to set the mood with some tea, and Natsuki occasionally brings her own baked delicacies to the club. You make it sound really interesting, Monica. Monica is super inspiring and a great leader. Oh, Sayori. That reminds me. Weren't you part of the debate club, Monica? I was, but I got tired of all the fruitless arguments we seemed to have. So I decided to create something I could call my own. Debates are supposed to convey ideas and feelings, which is kind of what literature is for as well. Also, I had an interest in writing for as long as I can remember. You could say I wanted to write my own story. We didn't grow much since we started the club with Sayori, but I tried to treat everyone like they really mattered. I believe you accomplished your goal, Monica. It's inspiring to see you do so much despite all your commitments in and out of school. Thanks, there's no need to treat me like I'm that special. I'm sure we can all achieve so much more than we thought possible if we put our minds to it. You nailed down the most important thing, Monica. That we had fun? Yes. Girls giggle in tandem. I'm glad that Sarah found such good friends. How's everyone's summer been until now? The usual, I guess. Cooking, baking, housework. Oh, I also visited the zoo. They let me pet a lot of animals, dolphins, turtles, owls. I even fed the monkeys some bananas. Did you pet any koalas? No, they didn't let me. I guess you didn't have the proper qualifications. What the Sayori. Jeez. Well, that's a little loud. Alright, so basically, I guess, sorry for the interruption, but alright, I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and look over this real quick. Alright, Natsuki tries to jab Sayori with her elbow. Suddenly, Sayori jumps back, letting Natsuki stumble and nearly falling over. Get over here. Sayori runs off and Natsuki follows her. I don't think Natsuki wants to hurt her since she has a playful smile across her face. Well, that escalated quickly. We watched them run around for a while. It doesn't look like Natsuki really actually wants to hurt her. Sayori returns out of breath. I'm gonna teach you a lesson with my bare hands. No, Natsuki, please. There has to be an odder way. An otter way. I think that's a mistypo. I think that's supposed to say other, but I guess that's a mistypo. As Sarah's backing away from Natsuki, she trips over her shoelaces and falls to the ground. Yeah. Whoa. Hey, you okay? Mm-hmm. Natsuki extends her hand towards Sari. Come on, you know I wouldn't hurt you, dummy. Sari accepts the helping hand, and the two of them return to join our conversation. Did you do something interesting in the past few weeks, Yuri? I got to spend some time with my mother and found a new author. His books are usually about professionals forced to face extremist circumstances in their work. This one I read is about a medic on a peacekeeping mission for the army. It starts with a medic squad helping civilians in a conflict zone. Difficulties arise when they are attacked by an unknown group. They're made to help the enemy soldiers on that night. They experience otherworldly events which are... Henry, do you have a TLDR version of the story? No, I only read the book. Excuse me, but what is a TLDR version? It means too long, didn't read. Yuri, internet logo. Or lingo. I was just teasing you. You know, I'm not interested in these kinds of stories. Oh, sorry, I thought it was an acronym for a sort of analysis. Me asking for an analysis, huh? Now you're just being silly. I suppose so. How about you, Steve? What kind of books do you like to read? Books I read? I can't even recall what I read last year. Not because of quantity, but rather the long time spent with everything else between two things I read. I mean, the two things I read. I prefer other forms of storytelling. Other forms, like theater. Movies, seeing everything on a big screen, right? Whatever. I came prepared to disappoint. Like games. Yuri looks puzzled by my answer. Natsuki and Sari already seem to be unenthusiastic. However, Monica shoots me an understanding smile, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. No wonder you weren't interested in literature. Natsuki, manga. Natsuki glares at Monica with dismay. She looks away right after and folds her arms tightly. Oh, come on. You might be surprised, but we actually played games a couple of times in the club. Remember we played Hangman? I didn't like that one. Only because you were bad at finding the right words. I remember that I brought crosswords a few times. Was there anything else, Monica? There was the time with anagrams. Right, Natsuki. Whatever, oink. Natsuki pushes on her nose to imitate a pig's noise. Natsuki, please show some decency. We could play something like that again. What do you guys think? Is she proposing this to make me feel more involved? I'm not even a part of their club. This is going a lot better than I expected. Depends on what you had in mind. I don't want to play Hangman this time. Don't worry, I've got a great one for this occasion. You remind me of it with that little misunderstanding of TLDR. Let's call it the acronym game. Each round we are given an acronym and everyone tries to guess what it means. After everyone made their guesses, we vote on the one that we like the most. The person who got the most votes wins. Does our answer have to be the correct meaning of the acronym? Acronym, I know I'm pronouncing that weird, but anyways, somebody might like the official meaning, but everyone can vote on an answer they like. This actually sounds like a fun game, Monica. I try to do my best. As nice as that sounds, I don't want to take it personally. After all, it's not like these girls would want to gain any of my favor just because I'm the only guy here. Those kinds of things only happen in cliche dating sims, right? Yeah, pretty much. You got it. Okay, everyone. I'm going to think of 10 acronyms and we each write down our guesses before casting our votes. Let's get started. Oh boy. Do I have to do something? Guess what the acronym means. Each girl will like certain kinds of guesses. If you're uncertain of the right choices, don't be afraid to save and load your game. Oh no, he's actually gonna make me do it. No, it's like a mini game. Each girl will like certain kinds of guesses. If you're uncertain of the right choices, don't... Oh my god. I am definitely saving. Also, I'm kind of using two saves. Yeah, I know, but hey, it is what it is. It's visual novels. JK. John Kennedy. Maybe. Wait. Oh. Is this like a form of like the? It's like a form of like the Poe minigame. You can get noodles. Oh god. Monkey Island Adventure, missing in action. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, sorry about that. So, okay, it's, SFX, Steam Effects, Sulfur X, Sound Effects, XOXO, X-ray output crossover view. Oh, what? Only a whispered opinion. Pa. Please ask the waiter. Permanent arm weakness. Parents are watching. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, I think this is like what, some form of like of the, it's like a form of the poem, I guess. Like the poem minigame, kinda. Yeah, I remember reading somewhere that apparently in this game, in this mod, there is a Monica route, but I don't know for sure. And I'm not sure how you do this. I'm not sure if it's like, oh, you have to do 3 others first before you do Monica's, which is once again kind of unfair. Offensive magnetic grenade. AI, artificial intelligence. Yeah, I think I got this. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and try this skin, but I'm gonna go ahead and speedrun through this just to see what I could get. Alright, so there we go. I kind of just sped run through it. I'm not sure. Oh, speedrun. I can't speak, but anyways, I don't know what that is. I guess that's like a form. Let's see. The game concludes and Monica announces the winner. I actually won. This day is going so much better than expected. I can see why they look up to her as their president. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was like a form of like the Poe minigame and how you can basically influence and pick whose route you're gonna go, but I don't know for sure. I guess we'll see what it is, I guess. I guess I'll just go ahead and save, yes. I definitely had to do some editing in this video because there's definitely some things going on because, oh boy, background noise, and I wish I lived in my house on my own, but that's not going to be until I graduate, I guess. But anyways, I never actually played a game like this, Monica. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. We'll make a fine addition to your collection. What? How does she know I have a game collection? She looks into my eyes for a few seconds before letting out a brief giggle. Nothing. I already thought highly of Monica, but it looks like there's more to her than meets the eye. I want to see what kind of person she is beneath the image of the perfect schoolgirl. Am I kidding? It's not like I can just get close to somebody outside of my league like that. So how did everyone else like it? It was alright. I liked it more than playing Hangman. I could see the creative potential in it. Monica looks at me expectantly. Steve boy? Oh yeah. Never played anything like this before. I kind of liked it. Glad to hear everyone feels included. Does anyone want a round 2? Yeah, but not today. Maybe another time. I agree. Personally, I would prefer talking about other topics. Okay. I think Monica wasn't only asking to be polite. It looks like she was she actually enjoyed it herself. Damn. Yeah, I know in the previous video, I think I chose Monica like twice. It was like, oh yeah. Like I think it was like one of the choices was, oh yeah, Monica made it fun, and it was like, oh yeah, can't wait to meet Monica more or something like that. There's a minute of silence between us. Siri is the one who interrupts it. She reminisces over a book they read during the school year. I never was much of a reader, but it wouldn't hurt to listen in for a bit. Maybe I can join it at some point. So what did you think about the twist halfway through the story? I wouldn't say it came out of the blue, but the build up to it as well. It was well executed. The characters were established just enough to get you invested. Maybe the pacing was a little too quick. The young Skrill's backstory felt like it was lacking proper explanation. Maybe the author intended to leave it into the reader's imagination. It was so sad. I felt really sorry for her when she died. Like, why didn't somebody do something? She had friends and all. It was revealed in the later chapters. Don't you remember, Sayori? I only read a few pages after the girl committed. Show Sayori. Steve Boy might want to read it himself. Why wouldn't, you wouldn't want to spoil it for him, right? Yeah, I didn't read it either. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Didn't you say you're not going to read a horror novel, Natsuki? Well, yeah, but I can change my mind, can't I? Oh boy. I catch Natsuki glancing at me for a moment. I decide to take the hint and act upon it. Just a question. Do you sometimes read manga in the club? Rarely. Natsuki's eyes light up like a fuse on a stick of dynamite, and she explodes with an energetic sneer. Seriously, we should read them more often. We did read some manga, you know. Yeah, once or twice, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. Natsuki looks over to me, clearly passionate about the topic. If I was looking in from the outside, I'd think she was telling all of us off. I convinced her to read manga once, and you know what she chose? This bloody horror thing that's about zombie monsters with superpowers. You know, they're not zombies, but rather flesh-eating humanoids. I think it shines a light on the battle between our humanity and our deepest animalistic urges. There's the scene where the protagonist finds a corpse. I don't care, Yuri. It's disgusting too. Whatever. I agree with Natsuki. You should try reading some stuff that's not so edgy. I thought Monica quit the debate club, but not renamed it. I'm open to finding new horizons, exploring different genres. All I'm asking for is a set of messages that go beyond magical friendships and story-based recipe books. Her emphasis on those last two things, makes it sound like she's being sort of sarcastic. I'm an adult after all, and oh no, she has these crazy eyes. I'm 18 too. What the fuck? Her face is like red. Natsuki shrieks in cute, high-pitched whistle while stomping her foot. I also feel a sense of relief for some reason. Natsuki, we're all the same age. You're just a bit too serious for some reason. Yeah, she's not so stuck up usually. Oh. I know what's going on here. You're just trying to impress somebody. What are you saying, Natsuki? Maybe you should look up what they call projection in psychology. Projection? I'm not doing that. Do you know what that means, Natsuki? We've been over this before. It's absolutely fine that you two like different themes and forms of literature. This diverse range of approaches make our club something special. It wouldn't be as spontaneous if we were all sipping tea and dissecting metaphors all the time. It wouldn't be as thought-provoking if we were just one-upping each other with clever rhymes. Likewise, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't mess around sometimes. I'm helping. Gosh, it would be particularly different if it was just me and a companion talking about reality. All in all, you're all important for this club. Please don't forget that. All clear? Yes, Miss President. Yeah, and don't call me that. All the hype around Monica seems to be grounded in reality. She knows when to interject and what to say to keep the peace. If it was up to me, I'd probably just get nervous and try to get somebody else to calm the tides. After a brief pause, Yuri checks the time. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. Already? Can't stay a little more? Yeah, Yuri. You're a little stuffy sometimes, but you're still our friend. I would love to stay, but my mother texted me. I'm just glad that I get to spend time with her. I hope you can understand. I'm sure we all do. Have fun, Yuri. Yeah. The two girls look up, visibly dejected. Are they really going to miss Yuri that much? Surely they can hang out some other day as well. I guess we'll see each other another time, right? I promise I'll make time for it. I'll get in touch with Monica since she can organize it so well. See you next time, Yuri. Bye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I think she was about to say girls. See you. Take care, Yuri. Sayori and Monica talk about things they are reading nowadays. Unfortunately, I don't know what I could add to such a conversation where the topic is alien to me as literature. What would I ask? Tell something you like about the book? That's way too generic. Here's an idea. Why don't we all go to a cafe? There's one I like to visit nearby to commemorate this day. Coffee's on me. Do they have cookies? I don't know, Sayori. You'll have to come and see for yourself. Can I get the one I had last time? They put honey in it, right? Yes, honey. Huh. Whoa. Shake. Steve Boy, want to tag along? This looks exactly like one of the opportunities Monica was talking about. It's a shame I have to go buy that item for Mom. Wait, there's one problem. What will that be? If I go with them, I might not make it to the shop unless... Wait, where's this place exactly? Monica describes where the cafe is, with the landmarks and all that jazz. It's actually close to the shop I have to visit. I won't have a lot of time before I have to leave, but that's still better than turning down such an invitation. Steve boy, did you figure it out? Either way, Monica, let's get caffeinated. Yeah, let's go. Okay, everyone. Next stop, coffee shop. We went with public transport and I sat next to Sayori. Since we spent so much time apart, we give each other summaries of the past year. She tells me about all the things they do in the club. Sounds like they have a good dynamic going on. No wonder she didn't try to look for me. Someone's tapping on my shoulder. We have reached our destination. It's just a stone's throw away now. Ah yes, Cafe Keck. Okay, well, let's see what this is about. I hold the door open for the girls to enter the cafe. Serious first, then Natsuki, with Monica following them. As she enters the doorway, Monica looks me in the eye. Whoa. What a gentle... Sarah suddenly stops in her tracks, blocking the way for the two other girls. This place is awesome. How did you find it, Monica? I was just walking around and wanted a cup of coffee. This was the first cafe I saw and instantly fell in love with it. No kidding, it's really fancy. If their goods are just as good, it's a perfect fit for you. You'll see. Come on, let's order something. I'm sure Sarah's not going to get filled up with the view. You know me too well. The decoration and furniture are really top notch, but that gives me the impression that this shop is. And also, goddamn it, Sayori, interrupting things. We approached a display filled with handcrafted cakes and other pastries, above which there's a big board with all the prices. Gold. My impression is confirmed. If my wallet was alive, it would scream in horror at the numbers in front of us. How does Monica afford? The cogs start turning in my head as I process the possibilities of Monica regularly visiting such an establishment. Does she have a rich family? Does she work outside of school? Does she have that many soothers? Those cupcakes are so cute. Natsuki's eyes are fixated upon a pair of cupcakes that have animal faces drawn on them with icing. So cute, don't feel ashamed to say it, Natsuki. Yeah, they are pretty cute. As the two girls are examining all the delicacies in the display, Monica is ordering the 3 drinks. In Americano black. What are you getting for yourself, Monica? Black Americano with sugar. That's how I like it. Sweet and dark. I feel like there's a reference somewhere in there. I let go of the thought, and since I'm demoralized myself enough just by thinking about the price I have to pay. What should I get? What can I get? I remember one of them, the espresso, which is a shot of coffee. Not planning to take any shots today, though. Are you together? I look at Monica with a confused smile frozen over my face. She responds with a similar puzzled look, without a smile. The 4 of us are together. We'll take a seat. Okay then. Thought it was only 3, so are you getting something? I'm getting a black Americano too. And my wallet is getting gutted. I'm about to pay when the cashier reassures me that I can go join the girls at the table. I assume I'll pay when we're done. Natsuki and Sarah are playing Pinky Wars. Then there's Monica, who's taking a picture of them. When she notices me looking at her screen, she gives me a sly look and puts her finger to her lips. I sit next to her and watch as the 2 warriors battle it out to the end. I win. Not fair. Nuh-uh. It was fair and square. Admit it, you just don't like losing. Natsuki, nobody likes losing fights. You should know that. No need to rub it in. Fine. Where's our coffee anyway? Monica pokes me with her foot and slightly turns her head to motion towards the incoming waiter. He's already bringing our coffees, but Monica just stays silent and sweetly smiles at Natsuki and Sayori. Hello, when will we get the coffee? Now. Just as Monica says that, the waiter arrives and looks straight at Monica. The usual, miss. Yes, please. Cappuccino. I don't know. Like all these strains of words, man. I don't know. I'm not like... My English is not on point, boys. Mine's the honey coffee. The waiter wordlessly puts down my coffee in front of me. He's just about to leave when Sari perks up. Where's my cookie? Did you order something else as well? Sorry, I didn't know what you wanted. You two were browsing and I forgot to ask. Can I have a cookie, please? Fine. Monica turns to the waiter and forwards Sari's order. Which flavor would you like? Ooh, I forgot. That's so you, Sayori. Let me go and check the display again. Be right back. Sayori gets up from her seat and starts walking towards the display. After exactly 3 steps, she turns around and looks at me with her usual cheery smile. Steve, our chocolate chip cookie is still your favorite. You got that right. That came out in a way more serious than I intended it to. Without a word, she marches over to the display. We can't see her from our table, but I can imagine her animated expression as she leans in to browse the selection. What does she ask me about the cookie anyway? Does she want to share it with me? So, Monica, yes? What do you do for fun? Lots of things. As you already know, I'm the president of a club. That's a handful. I've also started playing the piano last year. Learning it, that is, I'm still taking lessons. I like to go running on a regular basis. Lastly, but most importantly, I read books. But you didn't expect that from the president of the literature club. I should have seen that one coming. How about you, Steve Boy? What do you do in your free time? Well, you know, guy things, huh? Like what? Monica smiles at me sweetly. What the damn. Quite the look, guys would say. But with a piercing gaze that's ready to call out my BS at a moment's notice. Jesus. Baseless statements, that is. If the price got the cogs turning in my head, then this one question grinds my gears full force. Oh, crap, what do I say here? Monica is the exact opposite of me. She's always productive, while I just kind of waste away my time. Well, I like to work out at the gym, actually. What am I saying? I don't work out. Still, maybe I can make this work. Really? Which one? I don't remember the name of the gym, because I just recently started visiting it, but it is in a nice area. I used to do it. My work assistant's at home, yeah. So what kinds of things do you normally do? Just the basics, really? Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, lift-ups, you know? Lift-ups. Yeah, lift-ups. It's when you lift yourself up. So, sit-up. No, it's different. It's not that easy to explain. I see. Why don't you show it to us then? Here in a cafe? Yeah. Don't you know the secret to working out is to do your exercises whenever you can? Yeah, I guess so. How about we do it outside? Do what now? Just as she says that, I spot Sarah returning with 2 small plates in her hands. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pause save here because this has been going on for a while. I just realized, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I'm gonna have to edit this down, obviously, a couple parts out, obviously. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for abruptly ending this, but I just realized how long the video's been going for. And I shouldn't have it going any longer than this, but anyways, yeah, I guess that's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Sorry if this video was a bit too long than the usual. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.